Yo, what's up, team? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment, where you about to get that true, fair, honest movie review.
That's right, y'all. You heard him, so you already know what time it is. What we got for him, bruh?
Superman 2025. Spoiler review.
We are here, y'all.
Yes.
It's time to spoil Superman 2025.
I'm ready.
Woo! I hope you guys took a look at our movie review, non-spoiler edition. But today, I feel like we got to talk about this movie.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We got to talk about it because there's some stuff I couldn't say that I wanted to say. I'm not Jen, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Hope you got that reference. Remember that, right? It's things I want to say, but I can't say it because y'all here and what you mean? Anyway, but I want to talk about the movie, man. We finally got a chance to watch it for the second time.
Yes, sir.
So we watched it 2 times. 2 times.
Yes, sir.
Within a week.
Sucker.
You're saying? 2 different audience experience.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to basically break that down to you guys and really dive into the movie a little bit more. So you're going to get that thorough spoiler review. So if you haven't watched the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, go ahead and look at the non-spoiler review in the section down below. Or one of these things. It's popping up somewhere. It's here. There it is.
Yeah.
All right. Take a look at that. If you don't mind, we about to dive into this movie.
Yeah. And then, once you finish the movie, come back and watch this spoiler one.
Enjoy the conversation. So you guys can spoil everything in the comment section down below. You can talk about anything you want to talk about. This is a spoiler review.
Open.
You read at your own risk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just,
Open season on discussions.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now,
like you got to be kind to people now.
Yeah, don't be disrespectful. No, it's all about respect. Respect, Respect.
There you go.
R-E-S-P-C-K.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
That works.
All right.
Movie.
Okay. Anywho, for those that's new to the channel, let me explain how we like to do movie reviews. First thing first, we're spoiling this shit today.
There it is. Perfect.
There may be a little cursing, nothing too radical, but we're about to express ourselves with this movie review.
All right, perfect.
Right? Yeah. We like to talk about the good, we talk about the bad. But in spoiler reviews, we go into a little bit deeper in the scenes, things we liked about it, things we didn't like about it in the scenes, and then we talk about the future of the product.
Okay.
If there is something there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be a one-off movie like, yo, this all right. And then we go ahead and give you guys a grade.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Let's spoil Superman 2025. Let's talk about the good. Get your notes ready, gentlemen. Ronan, dive us in there. What we got, bro? What you got? What did you like about the movie, man?
So my first bullet point, man, I will say definitely the Peacemaker connection was dope, and it shows that the universe will be consistent as far as character arcs are going forward. They let that be known in the beginning with the animation, and then the new movie we got, which is the first official film in the DC universe, it's already consistent because we know that recurring actors, voiceover, and live action will be here throughout.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man.
I like that.
It basically said Peacemaker season 2.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yep.
You gotta watch it.
Right.
And when we saw the trailers, we saw Green Lantern
Yeah.
and Hawkgirl, and they were doing auditions, and Peacemaker was auditioning, which
Right.
might explain why he was already against Superman.
Yeah.
He probably mad.
Yep.
He be hating. Don't
That's how it goes,
don't nobody
man.
want me. Don't nobody want Peacemaker. So I agree on that. That was really cool seeing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
John Cena type.
Yeah. So basically, it's you like the fact that it's a fully integrated DCU.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then let it be known. And then also, and this kind of goes into the movie, too, the way that they broke down their scheduling, the chapter 1, they actually have a plan.
Yeah.
They said we're not going to oversaturate. It's like 2 animated shows, 2 movies, 1 cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, it's a bullet point.
Yeah, and everything James Gunn said leading up to this, he kind of solidified it in the movie because in the beginning
Right.
you had a whole breakdown dialogue
Yeah.
about gods and monsters. 300. Wait, was it 300 years?
Yeah, 300.
300 years or 300,000?
300 years.
300 years.
300
Oh,
years.
Yeah, the epilogue.
A
Yeah.
separation.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So you know what I mean. That was he basically told us what we were going to get.
Right.
In the little dialogue we got or breakdown
Yeah,
in the beginning.
in
of
the
movie.
scroll.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
know, I agree.
I thought that was a great way to open a Superman movie, too.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I thought I'll
That
be
was
honest with
cool.
you. It's not a dislike or anything, but it's more of a suggestion. It should have been more iconic with the wordplay.
Like scrolling down.
Or something, give me something. Give me something.
So like actually on Krypton while it's being destroyed, have the epilogue scrolling and we're reading.
Yeah. That's kind of dark,
Okay.
but I like it. Yeah,
Right?
I was thinking
That's
more.
different.
I was thinking more Richard Donner and then came in, and then the words read, and then it zoomed back out, and it
Part two.
Okay, so
Part two.
and then it kind of dive you in, like, because you're like, why is it? And
Right.
it's implanting,
And it's letters
in your head.
flying into place.
I feel that. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Okay.
What you
okay.
got, man? What is
My first one is Nicholas Hoult and his depiction of Lex Luthor, because I mean we've said this before in the non-spoiler one, but it was great. Like his Lex Luthor was on point, and you could see it. He was getting more and more into character as the movie got on.
Yeah.
So like it, especially it's just his delivery, the way he felt about Superman, and when he said it in the fortress, like, okay, that's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I second that, bro. The blend of all the generations of Lex, even Jesse Eisenberg, we saw all of them in one Lex for the first time. Like we've gotten criminal Lex, we've got mastermind Lex, we got real estate agent Lex, we got
all trades.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got all the Lex Luthors, and this one was solidified as multi-billionaire Lex Luthor with a bunch of resources and a killer brain.
This was All-State Lex.
You know what I'm saying?
This was genius Lex.
This was genius Lex with money, and he had a plot and a plan
Yeah.
to destroy Superman, and I loved every bit of it. And I agree, Nicholas Hoult really brought him to life. And one thing that I really liked was at the end when he got busted.
Yeah.
He cried, bro.
Yes.
And it showed something. Was like, damn, it's true what they say. Who is really the good guy?
Right.
He believed he was being the good guy.
Yeah.
And he would do whatever he would do whatever he could do in his mind to protect planet Earth against this foreign alien who may destroy us. What Batman saying, Zack Snyder? There's a 1% chance.
That he can change.
And that 1% is still in
it's still in the air.
Yeah.
And he would do anything, including frame him. You know what I mean?
Right.
That Nicholas Hoult, that cry,
scary.
that cry was like, damn, are they gonna kill me off in this series, or am I gonna be able to come back in part 3?
And it's funny because while he was saying all that, Superman was trying to plead his case. He's like, that all sounds great, but none of that matters. I'm like, damn, they both was like putting their heart out.
Like, it was like
guilt over here, but then he's like, no, I'm just like you. Like he was trying to they were both pleading their cases in different avenues.
I think the actors need to hang out at least for a summer, so when we get that, we can get that heat.
Yeah.
Because I felt it trying to brew. It was trying to brew that coffee.
Yeah.
But it felt like it was cafeteria coffee.
Those monologues were dope, man.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It gets you going, but I felt like we could have got that what's the cocoa? What's the Starbucks? What's the other one?
I don't drink Starbucks.
Coffee bean or
Coffee
something.
bean. It could have got that coffee bean.
Yeah, there we go.
It hit the spot.
Oh, man.
But no, it was good. That was good. That was
Yeah,
good.
it was a good moment.
For me, you guys already know characters. I like the Superman. Watching the second time around, he really implanted something on me, which is cape. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It sounded better in my head than it came out.
Bet.
Damn.
Pause.
I'm out here trying, bro. Jeez. But anyway, no, I think David did a really good job as Superman. For everybody out there that knows, my favorite Superman is George Reeves. And to see George Reeves blended in with Christopher Reeves. Because that's how it was. It was George Reeves that I think it was George Reeves and Christopher Reeves. And David was a perfect blend of both of those.
Yeah.
Because when he turned into Superman, hell, even when he was just normal Clark, he was George Reeves.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch The Adventures of Superman, the black and white and newly into color, because it goes in both, George Reeves wasn't a nerd as Clark. He was an upscale news reporter.
Yeah.
So he was always, hey, Lois, how you doing? Hey, Jimmy, what's going on? Let's go and investigate. It was literally like Perry Mason meets Superman.
That's fine.
So without, it had some serious episodes because I saw one. They were talking about the millionaires were deleting themselves. It was crazy, But anyway, but he was that type of news reporter, and he was the Superman when needed, right? Christopher Reeves came in with the identity of being a nerd.
Yeah.
A dweeb. Yeah, hey, hello, Lois. And it works. It's time consuming. It works. But they both become Superman at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the whole bond of how he was able to blend two Clarks and two Supermans. At one point, when he's at the news report, he's like, yeah, Superman. I interviewed him and it was all cool. And then when he's just chilling with Lois, he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, are you talking to yourself as the third person? No, it's something I'm trying to do.
Right.
Like he was Clark, and it was like, okay, he is human.
Yeah.
To it, you know what I mean? He might be from somewhere else, but
where
he's
it counts.
normal.
Yeah.
And he has to pretend
Right.
so people don't figure it out. And I like the fact that James Gunn was like, okay, we got to give him the curl. We got to give him the glasses. How are we going to play this off? Well, he got some special glasses.
Right.
That was great.
I love that he did that.
I like that.
Because I had been saying...
Did you wear glasses too?
No,
Oh.
but I had been saying for years when it comes to Superman's glasses and why people don't recognize them. I've been saying for years, the glasses have a trick to them.
Gotcha.
And I'm sick of saying it because it's people forgot.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that James Gunn took the opportunity to put it in the movie. The glasses ain't just glasses, folks. When you see him and he's wearing the glasses, his face looks completely different. Glad he said that.
I just noticed you're wearing a Jarrell on your shirt.
Just noticed that.
All right, Brandon. Yes, sir. That's tight. That's funny.
Yeah, I just noticed that, right? I just
That's
noticed
dope.
that,
That's
right?
dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Love it.
yeah. Would you got anything about David?
He was a gem, man. Cartoon, the comic books, he embodied all of that. And he first of all, he was wholesome, he was likable, and he was caring.
Yeah.
And he's punk rock.
Yeah.
Dope. But dude, like energy from the get go. 10, 15 minutes in, I was like, yeah, that's Clark.
Yeah.
That's Superman.
Like, I bought him in Superman.
That conversation, his lingo, the way he was talking. I got news reporter, uncomfortable but cool, but then he turned the suave on. Like, he had it all, man. Like, he had the whole package.
Even some of his language when he was Superman, I was like, okay.
I was
like,
the interview scene in the very beginning, how he turned on Superman while Lois was interviewing. He's like, hey,
the pitch change.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw her get
Great
red.
detail.
right?
She got red.
Yeah.
She's
Hey,
like, oh, don't do this to me.
You gonna let me interview?
don't be talking.
Yeah.
Don't be talking to me like that.
Right?
That was a great moment.
Oh,
That was
man.
a great moment. That was a great moment. Yeah.
She was like, she was using the interview as foreplay, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I like the physique of him, and like when he was arrested and they was putting him into the dimension.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he's walking and he just had this farmer boy fit.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he probably milked cows. You know what I mean?
Lifting
like
haystacks.
lifting haystacks.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
was stocky. He wasn't ripped. And
Right.
I
Yeah.
like that because there's one thing about a lot of stuff that people don't realize is like, it's like, I'll use Hulk Hogan, for instance, right?
Okay.
Hulk Hogan is just
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Ridiculous.
He's not ultimate warrior.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah. It's
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
It's different.
He's not Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just Hogan. He's just big, bro. He's just big. Terry, he's just big.
Yeah.
And I like that about Superman. Superman's just big. He can't get ripped, if it makes sense. He ain't lifting planets every day.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I like the thickness. He's just stocky. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's not too overly big,
Yeah.
but it looked right because it's like I said, my introduction to Superman is George Reeves.
Yeah.
And granted,
Oh, okay.
George Reeves, you know, man, 50s sucking your chest, big, you know, that's how you
Yeah.
get muscles. Da, 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 you know, you know what I'm saying? I get it, but that's what made it for me more realistic.
That's where the
If it made
imagination
sense,
comes in.
that's where my imagination came in because
Yeah.
it was like, okay, he out here trying.
Well, yeah, and plus the physique works because Clark is a farm boy, right? So
Yeah.
he has that, right? So Clark Kent, if you're growing up on a farm and doing all them farm chores, you're going to build up to a physique for that. So the fact that he had that physique, I don't know if it was natural or what, but that was a nice fit for him because you can see, and then the way that he carried himself physically as Clark and as Superman, it was subtle differences in there. It was like, okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, he stole the show for me, man. Second time around, I'm just gonna go out and say it. He is definitely on my top 5 Supermans of all time.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm not talking TV series. I'm talking about.
You're talking about movies.
Yeah. I'm talking about like he had the perfect. It's hard to get a perfect blend of Clark and Superman.
Yeah.
Either one or the other.
All right.
Right. And these 3 Supermans were with the world that they were given solidified. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you that because I know somebody gonna ask me. Number 1 in my heart is always gonna be George Reeves. George Reeves is my Superman. The way George Reeves pop in buildings and bust through walls and you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? George Reeves. That's my Superman. Number 2, Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill did something that just was like, finally. The Cavill has come back to Metropolis. Henry Cavill was just a breath of fresh air because he gave us a Superman that we needed as a grown man. Mm-hmm. But then David came in and gave us the Superman we needed that everyone needs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you have your areas of Superman. So David's number 3 for me. Mm-hmm. That's number 3, man, because I see that character, that actor going really far with the character, and I feel like we're going to get some magic with him moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly believe that, too.
All right. What you got? What else you got that's good, man? What's up?
I will say I love the integration of the pocket dimension, using it as a time jump to explore other aspects of the DC universe.
Yeah.
And we can get in and out of places and get self-explanatory, quick exposition, but also get story beats and see other things that could lead to other characters and other arcs and other sagas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was a great, genius way in using Superman as a gateway to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope.
That, was really cool, too, is that they kind of spoiled us on Peacemaker when they showed it.
Yeah.
So it kind of explained, but the first thing I thought was like, that's how Peacemaker got there.
Right.
Because remember, it was a Peacemaker in that world.
Sure. We did a reaction.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we don't know if he took him out.
That's right.
We don't know which Peacemaker we going to get, but Peacemaker is there.
So we definitely got to tune in.
Yeah, and his dad is there, too.
Right.
So that's going to be very interesting.
So is that before?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The Peacemaker is before this occurs. I think it's before and then.
Okay.
Because remember, Superman seems like it was only a couple days.
Because you're right, it was 2. Yeah.
It was like 2 days at best.
Yeah, it was
2-3 days.
It was a couple
he had a
of days.
shock look on his face. Yeah, so another one probably came through or something. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because Superman had a
wow.
Remember, Superman had a recovery period. He had to go home and rest up.
Yeah. 2 minutes.
But yeah,
later.
that's a great thing, man. And it's a great way to introduce new worlds and new characters, man. I thought it was a brilliant idea.
Gods and monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. What you got that you like, man? What else? We gonna dive in it, y'all. We gonna got some likes. I hope you guys are enjoying. We just venting. We're venting with you guys, having fun with you guys, because this is something we would have talked about anyway.
All right. Facts. So another one on the list is, and I'm pretty sure this was said before, but I have to reiterate it. The utilization of Jimmy Olsen. Because they found a way to make him relevant in a time where
whoa.
No, but let me get there. Because remember, his job at the Daily Planet was photographer, but now everybody, and I think you said it or he said it in the last one, but now everybody has camera phones. So, but they found a way to keep him as part of the team and make it where his presence there makes sense.
Well, he was a photographer, but you remember he was there shadowing Lois to become a news reporter.
Yeah.
So he always was going to be a news reporter. So yes and no.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I like how they use Jimmy Olsen. That's actually on one of my notes. I like the fact they made him a player that don't crush a lot.
That was cool. Yeah.
I liked it. I thought that
he's good at 2 jobs.
Yeah. I thought that was very unique. And I think
that was cool.
I think it's 2 reasons why I think all the girls like Jimmy. Because Jimmy Olsen is remember, that's Superman's best friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a reason why that's Superman's best friend. He's very trustworthy.
Yeah.
And kind.
Yeah. All those things.
He'll take the shirt off his back to help you. And I think in this reality, in this world, that's looked upon as kind, sweet.
Yeah.
Because even though he didn't want to deal with his ex-girlfriend, he was never disrespectful to her.
Nah.
He's like, I don't want to,
He accepted the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, all right.
All right.
And he reminded me of Will Ferrell and other guys. With his wife, like, he was like, oh, she's all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Because she was hot, bro. His ex-girlfriend was hot, bro. His ex-girlfriend was hot. Yeah, but I like that.
Lois was like, how does this happen for you?
Yeah.
She was like, bro.
It's Jimmy.
Now,
good old Jimmy.
I could see them adding something in where he made a wish.
Ooh.
And then now he got to deal with it.
Damn.
You never know. Like somebody put a spell or something, or did something to him.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
You put a whole new tone on there now.
Yeah.
Literal magic attraction.
Yeah. The Jimmy Olsen Chronicles.
They say he might get a show too.
With Constantine.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they say him and Mr. Terrific are getting shows.
Dude.
Really?
They just announced them.
Just thought about this, but could we actually get live action Jimmy Olsen Supergirl? Like, could that happen?
Supergirl's movie.
Okay.
No TV.
I meant, yeah.
No TV. She movie star now.
I mean, could
bitches.
Could Jimmy Ocean's game be great enough to pull a Supergirl?
You call him Jimmy Oceans?
I said Jimmy Ocean.
Jimmy Ocean, like the he's smooth like the wave.
It's
94.7.
Jimmy Ocean.
That's dope.
Kicking it off.
I mean, he was pulling all the other females. Right? Why not?
I thought it was cool, man.
That'd be a fun thing to see, though. You would get good moments out of that.
And then especially seeing that actor coming off of the Gemstones.
Yeah,
that's funny, man. You know, dealing with Danny McBride. He just dealt with two out of this world directors and writers, Danny McBride and James Gunn. So the sky's the limit with this guy. Jimmy Olsen's gonna be funny as hell, bro. Danny McBride and James Gunn.
I don't know the actor's name though, but yeah, Jimmy Olsen's character, a lot of personality. Like, he was just cool and charming. And this may go into one of my dislikes about the movie, but when we get there, I want to speak more on about that. Because his character and, you know, where they work and stuff like that, some things I want him to do. I
wouldn't mind seeing a Danny McBride Plastic Man.
Oh.
Either written by James Gunn and directed by Danny McBride, or vice versa. I wouldn't mind seeing that. That rated R.
And it will be
co-written between the two.
That'd be rated R, bro. God damn. Plastic.
James could pull it off. Yeah.
Danny McBride, bro. But anyway. Yeah, I like what they did with Jimmy, man. They gave him a new spice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Next thing I want to talk about is more. It's the character. It's Mr. Terrific.
Okay.
What's his name? Eddie?
Eddie Giatti or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Hope I said that right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
One more. They did you wrong. They did you wrong with the X-Men. Gave him a power that he can't be destroyed, but then he adapted everything. But he adapted to this.
Right.
And he tore it up from the floor up.
Yep.
Made Lex Luthor want to throw up. Like, how you get in my shit? But anyway, Mr. Terrific was terrific, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a highlight for me.
I'm glad they gave us that character. We got 2 out of the 3 smartest brains in the DC universe that are human. That's Lex, Mr. Terrific, and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's changed. I don't know. I haven't really caught up with a lot of comic books lately. I've been really busy. Turtles. And, you know, now I'm on that Warhammer too. So it's a lot going on, man. That's why you see these bags, bro. I'm staying up reading and editing this. But anyway, so Mr. Terrific really showed us why he's terrific. I really enjoyed it. He actually had an action scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
The T-Spears.
Yes.
Bro, it was so smooth. Only thing about that scene I didn't like was the music.
I'm glad you said that.
They should have changed the music. The music should have been, I ain't gonna lie, it should have been like Frank Sinatra or something.
Okay.
That would have been cold.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, just.
I don't know, but I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
I'll say, as far as Mr. Terrific goes, this is gonna be really funny, by the way. He reminded me of Shaft with Tech. He was too cool. Like, he had a throwback feel to him. Even the way he demoted his lines and delivered his dialogue. He had this oomph of confidence and brotherhood and suave. Like, he was proud of who he was. He knew he could get the job done, so he talked a certain way. He talked with elegance. I was like, this is just a cool dude.
Yeah.
And he was modern day, but he was like a throwback hero, you know what I'm saying, from the 70s and 80s. And I love that he had his natural afro.
Yeah.
I love that he had cool attire. And I love that he was able to get in there and fight and do tech. It was like he could do the impossible. And I was like, this is great representation. I need to see more of him. I want to know more about him. Like, it was like that.
And the way that he interacted with other people, other members of the cast.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because, like, just take his interaction with Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Where she's talking and he's like, yo, I don't deal with other people's emotions.
His conversation was so on point because he was dead ass serious and it was hilarious.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like
I did this to piss off Green Lantern.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like,
those moments are great, man.
Yeah,
he's like, help. I'm
And he
Mr.
was
Terrific. I don't
serious.
need your help.
Yeah.
And then the whole idea is that he was like, you brought the dog?
Yeah.
He meant it.
He was like, bro, no.
Because
that ain't cheap.
because in his mind,
Yeah.
what I like about Mr. Terrific was he analyzed so much and he was so smart.
Yeah.
He even called himself not being human.
Yeah.
So he has to know how to. It's tricky with him. He has to know how to balance out because he gets so put into the ideas and analyzing things and tech and all this stuff. He has to know how to do it. Like it's a lot for him. You know what I mean? Because he's too smart. Like, it's like if he was, let's say if it was like, who else is like, I don't know, a Cyborg or something. Him and Cyborg probably go back and forth.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll just be robotic the whole day.
Yeah.
Call them the robot twins. Like they just be, because they be doing equations back and forth in their brains and just keep growing. But when you're dealing with people that are less intelligent and not in a disrespectful way, he's just on a different level.
IQ is different.
IQ different. He has to know how to balance himself to put himself in a respectful and coexisting manner.
So
I like the way
so
he
doesn't
did
come
that.
off as condescending.
Yeah. Which he did.
He will catch himself explaining certain scenarios, and then at the end he'll tell you why he's terrific.
Yeah.
But when the scene where old girl runs into the tent and the pocket universe is opening up, and she's like, "That's not supposed to happen." He's like, "Gee, you think?"
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Can I stop it?"
Yeah.
No.
And that's
shouldn't even be open.
That's when he was already in a computer mode.
Yeah, he's like, and this is why you don't. And he's like, and this is why you don't build pocket universes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great.
He was afraid. He was like, cautious. I know. Looking at it, it's cool, but this is dangerous.
And he even with the way he
admired it.
Even the way he talked to Superman, he's like, "Yo, it ain't nap time, bro.
Stop playing around."
And it's crazy because Superman respected him.
Yeah.
And you saw it. Superman respected each one of those colleagues in their own manner, and I like that.
Right. And it was like they're not afraid to speak their mind to him. Yeah. Even knowing like, I'm Superman now, but it was like there was never that fear of let's not say the wrong thing to this guy.
Yeah. You lying about that.
Right. So.
What else you got that's good?
I will say that I like the single episode of Superman animated series. Great introduction, man. Throw us right in. Let's just follow Superman and Clark Kent on a daily basis. He's already established. Get in, get out. He's going to make mistakes. There's going to be some chaos. There's going to be some excitement and drama, some heartbreak. We got all that.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I remember one time in the past when people, when it was this big war going on between Marvel and DC, people were saying like, what are they doing? Justice League, just make the Justice League first episode. Mm-hmm. Just throw everybody in and just and it works.
Right. Yeah.
And then we finally do it and they mad. It's crazy. Mind-boggling, bro.
Craziest thing in the world.
I totally agree with you.
I love it.
I love the fact that they kind of just threw us in.
Yeah.
I dug that. I thought that was a very bold move with James Gunn. You know what I mean?
You know what would have been cool if they did that? If they used the Kids WB theme and just modernized it. Have them by the flag or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they kind of literally did the show. Yeah. Oh, man. But if they did that, like that one woman, like, okay, be kind of cool.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool. That'd been cool.
I'm going to go with the visuals, the action visuals, because the way that they shot certain things was dope. Like the fight in the arena with Ultraman and the engineer.
Oh yeah.
The camera angles that they got, because you know it's Superman, so he can have a 3D fight, and it was like, oh snap, flip him, punch him here. It's like, oh, that was dope. Like it was just visually, the way that they shot it, knowing that this is Superman, was like, okay, I haven't seen it done like this before personally, and I was like, shout out to you, because it took my enjoyment up another level, because like this is how it would look like in a cartoon.
Can I speak a little bit on that?
Go ahead.
You opened the door, bro. I wanted to elaborate a little fun fact on that. So James Gunn said that he was inspired by Korean cinema and action films. So we kind of got a lot of stuff like that they were doing. Like, so he gave us an international experience on that too. Mm-hmm. A lot of that stuff came from like a lot of like gun fu and action movies. So he's like, well, with Superman, you can do the impossible.
Yeah.
And then all the flight sequences of the movie was from Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got a lot of those shots. So he took a lot of stuff that Joseph Kosinski did with the last movie.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah. So inspiration, man. It's respect too. It's homage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, take your inspiration where you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. The fight scenes were very unique. I thought, Superman is not chopped liver.
No.
And excuse me, he has to go against someone who has the strength to actually handle him. So Ultraman obviously was a clone. So it was the Black Noir.
Yeah.
Which literally was the Black Noir.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, damn, this is Black Noir.
She said it like 4 times.
Black Noir right there, bro. Look, there it is. And I thought, that was pretty cool, because from what we know in the beginning, he had never been beaten before until that day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's where we get lost, because at first I thought it was like, oh shit, Superman just getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
But it was known that no, this is the first time, and they figured something out to beat him, and you cloned him. And I thought that was pretty cool. What I really liked about that whole thing with Ultraman, when it come to mind, is how James Gunn is very clever. So this is what he did, and this is what I believe. I could be wrong, but this is what I believe. He said, "Okay, you want Zack Snyder? Bet." When they hired David, what was the first thing everybody said? You gonna hire a younger version that looks like him?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well that makes sense because if you do Kingdom Come, it was two different, you know what I mean? It makes sense.
Yeah.
And then when Ultraman does the reveal, he has this long hair, this black Superman suit, Ultraman suit, and he looked like literally a third cousin of Henry Cavill.
That's funny.
And I'm looking like, okay, so we basically got Zack Snyder, we got Henry Cavill versus David Cornsweat. And I'm like, this is funny, very clever, bravo, because you kind of gave people what they wanted without them knowing what they wanted.
Yeah.
The only thing about it was underwhelming was I was expecting him to start to rot. I thought he should have rotted. Turn to Bizarro.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that we didn't get that.
Yeah,
but I'll save that for later. Cause
okay.
But yeah, also cause like even the shot where Ultraman spins him, punches him in the nuts,
bro.
And the engineer gets him with the blast. It was like,
F that, bro. Right? When he got the engineer and spun around.
Yes.
Wow. Like, damn, bro. Yeah.
Like,
she could take it.
Engineer Chucks.
Damn, he tore her ass up.
Right?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, man. It was dope, man.
She was cool. She was cool. Any more likes?
I will say this is a good job of giving Superman, showing him as a massive character, giving us that Golden Silver Age run through the movie. Like, giving us classic, but also new, showing what inspired.
Showing him save people.
Yeah.
That was, I have mixed feelings on that, but I understand. And I'll talk about it in my dislikes. But he saved people, though. He really did. He really did.
Yeah, they went out of their way to show him saving things.
Yeah. What else you got that you like?
It ties in with the action visuals, but the utilization of powers, not just Superman's, but the engineers, Green Lanterns, Mr. Terrific, and the way he utilizes things, Ultraman, right? The way that James Gunn depicted superpowers and how these specific characters would use them, like even in the scene where Clark and Lois are talking, and in the background you see the Justice Gang, right? You see the Justice Gang, and you see their powers, right? So it was like, right?
Good coffee.
The imagination to be able to depict that and for it to come across so clear, and all of them look so different, right, and fit their personalities. Because the way that guy used the Green Lantern ring, like it was just like, that's not how I would imagine Hal or John would use it, but for Guy, it's like, okay, that fits. Like he's using constructs of middle fingers and back slapping stuff. It's like,
bro, when he slapping he was middle finger, bow,
right,
bow.
Like, I was like, yeah, that's Guy. Yeah, that was dope.
For me, I think I'm gonna end. Well, I got two more likes, because I want to thoroughly go into the things. I saw it twice, but the relationships in this movie I thought was very unique. We had Hawk Girl and Green Lantern. I don't know if that's a thing, but it is a close friendship. I thought that was very nice how they handled that. It was a respect line. No one was disrespectful, but they understood each other. They were comrades at the end of the day. So I want to see where that relationship goes. And then knowing they're together in Peacemaker too. So it's kind of like, it's like, are those two considered the two founders of the Justice Hall or the Justice Gang? The other relationship, and it's a ripple effect. So is Mom and Pop Kent. And what is it, Jonathan and Martha? Kent. That relationship and bringing up Clark was very, I can say, sweet, warming, and loving at the same time. Seeing those people raise that child into a man was just something we don't see a lot. First off, we saw a two parent home. And I'm really glad that they had accents. They're from Kansas. It makes sense. When he was like burritos, I was like, there.
Dope.
It was good.
Oh,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? So I was like, yo, I adore the fact that they had the nice country accent, and I love what I would have really loved if Clark started talking country when he got back home.
Oh man,
Because he can control it,
right?
Yeah.
It just starts slipping out.
He started talking country, and Lois like, what the hell? Oh yeah, because I know when I go around my family, I start picking up the lingo quick.
Okay.
So I'll start talking,
But that's punk rock Superman, though.
saying certain stuff. But even though I was raised here, but how, because
It's in you.
It's in me because my mom's and all that. But anyway,
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the sweetness of it. He just a big old, what do you call it, a cup of mush or something like that.
It's called a mush.
And what it did was, if you know the Superman story, I'm not gonna say it, but when it comes, you're gonna actually feel something for Jonathan Kent.
Yeah.
I think the last time we felt something for Jonathan Kent was Smallville.
Yeah.
Cause he had like 4 seasons with him, 3
Yep.
seasons, something
4
like that.
seasons.
So this time, movie wise, all the movie Jonathan Kent's, we kind of were like, all right, Kevin Costner, all right,
Like really?
you know what I'm saying? 1960 Superman, 70 Superman. He went out with a heart attack. It went down.
Yeah.
And we never really got a chance to feel nothing for
Yeah, we didn't know the character.
Jonathan. But now I feel like
right.
we're going to gain something with Jonathan Kent.
Yeah.
And I think when we see Mom and when she break down, I think he might get some tears. If he do it right,
I think he will.
we might get a Yondu scene, bro.
Oh.
Right in the beginning of the movie type shit.
Damn.
We might get a Yondu.
He going there. Okay.
I may not be your daddy. Wait, what do you say? I may not be your father, but I'm your daddy.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Good old Rook.
God, I hate I put that tumor in your mother's head. Kurt Russell tight. But anyway.
Yeah, Kurt's the dude.
But that right there I think is going to be very unique, and you can see their love, and then seeing Clark tell Lois he loved her. Mm-hmm. You can tell that Clark understands what the meaning of love is. And I think Lois has never been, when they show their relationship, she's never been introduced to a man at his magnitude with that bring up to show her what true love is.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what makes it even sweeter, because when it's one thing, he's Superman, but to her, he's more than that. When she walked in with that bat and she saw him cooking and he grabbed her up, he swooped her up, he dogged her.
Gang.
He was like, and he kissed her, and it was just passionate, and it was like, damn.
Yeah.
She like, you my man.
That was it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then even at the end when they were like, oh, I gotta go interview, and they had to go disappear, everybody knew
Yep.
Yeah.
that they're somewhere they got together.
Yep.
And when he held her and they went up and he kissed her, it's like you could see the aura of it was like they were one. And I thought that was really nice and really sweet, and something we haven't seen in a very long time when it comes to romance and comic book movies. You know what I mean? And it reminded me of a time where it was okay to love your wife or your woman, and your woman love you. And I think we have escaped that in this new world. Everything's about getting the bag. What can you do for me? Can you do this and all that? Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
wasn't pressuring him. He wasn't pressuring her.
Right.
They were organically just
Yeah.
in love with each other. Because Clark has always been fascinated with Lois' go-getting behavior.
Yeah.
He grew up slow when it comes to
Tempo.
the country. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah, he not fast.
he
paced.
can be,
Right.
but he grew up on a slow paced idea.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, I'm a reporter, boom, boom, boom. And he admired her go getting. And then she admired him being Smallville. And it was like, it happens like that. Two opposites, but
They fit well.
they fit well. And I like that, man. I hope we get more of that moving forward, but I hope they don't rush it.
Yeah.
Where she pregnant and there's a baby coming.
Nah,
like,
nah.
man,
Take
damn,
your time.
man,
Take your time.
Alright,
We don't need to
so-
rush
Take your
that.
time. Let the relationship grow. Let the confidence grow between those two, and let's see how it play out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Heck yeah.
because they've already established that this relationship is only 3 months old.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let it be a slow burn relationship. You don't need to rush into the kids and stuff.
Yeah. Any more likes?
This is my last one. I'm gonna read this one. This film does a great job of being a standalone film, universe setup, episodic adventure, and recreating comic book panels in a non-origin saga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gave you everything you wanted. It felt like it did feel like some parts was like, damn, we only got one shot, one opportunity. Dun, 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 dun.
I was waiting for that third line.
James Gunn was like, my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
Yep.
There's vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous. Drop bombs, but he keep on forgetting the words that. Well, anyway, y'all get the drift. It felt like that, bro.
Yeah. But I hope moving forward, like going in the future, like we get interactions like where people are just talking. You got heroes just whooping ass in the background. So one shot, just steal shot.
Yeah.
Like that's that.
One shot,
stuff.
One opportunity.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
keep that going. Keep that up, Mr. Gunn.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Nah, I'm good on my likes now.
You good on your likes?
Yeah.
All right. For me, the last thing I have to say is the experience. I had a lot of fun watching this movie, even though I had likes and dislikes. Mm-hmm. The experience was really good. We watched it in 2 different settings. Yeah. We watched it at the Amazon thing, and then we watched it at the Chinese theater, and 2 different audience.
Oh yeah.
I think on both audience, the audience was accepted. They accepted the movie for what it is, and they had their dislikes and their likes. But at the end of the day, I think we all can agree we had a good experience. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The vibes was cool. There was no folding arms. There was no, what is this? Right. It was none of that. It was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to get. And I think that was a really cool vibe the first time around. But the second time just felt really good. Right. We got a chance to kind of watch it with a lot of the old heads when it came to Superman. So we know that these folks came from a time probably where James Gunn came from. When you had George Reeves, Christopher Reeves, Dean Cain, getting introduced to the cartoons. We had a lot of older people in there, and at the end, it really was cool because we all laughed together, we sighed together,
and stuffed our face with popcorn.
You know what I'm saying? And
we can do it in another community.
Yep, and we sure
I
did.
know I will.
We went to another community. I know I will. Shout out to the Magic, but but yeah,
you did a setup for me. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool. Shout out to Magic Johnson.
Yeah, for real.
But it was a breath of fresh air, man. Mm-hmm. Like it kind of reminded me. It wasn't quite like it, but it kind of reminded me of when I saw Iron Man. When I saw Iron Man, I saw it with the Iron Man fans. We're not talking about MCU because MCU wasn't started yet. Yeah. Talking about Iron Man fans, the guys that like Iron Man,
guys who've been waiting for this character.
They weren't there for Robert Downey Jr. to see what spinoff you're gonna add in. Right. It was just there for Iron Man, and it was one of the best comic book movie experience I ever had. And it's very similar to that because you saw a lot of people that liked Superman, and they came out and they were buzzed by it. It's like, man, it was kind of cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I like this suit, and the comparison and everybody like, what if he's kind of like this? I think stuff like that really works for me when you're dealing with the comic book. The experience was really there. Yeah. Both audiences clapped at the end. I'm just say this right now. I heard a lot of people say the audience didn't clap. I don't know where you watched it. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
You had a bad experience.
But go watch it again with somebody that cared because our audience clapped.
Right.
Yeah, like, both audiences were engaged
and
to the max.
For me, I agree with that because the second viewing, shelling out that money again to see it. That
I know, right?
Right.
Like, $40,
right? For that, but IMAX is worth it. But
sound
right, the sound and visuals and the color pick, right? But to pay that much money to see the movie twice, right, bruh, I could not be happier with my experience in the theater because there at both points you could feel the energy rather in the theater, and it was palpable.
Yeah. You ain't lying about that.
Yeah, it was cool. Even before the movie started, like the trailers there, they were really interacting too. Like that was cool. Like you could see the generations and stuff. Like everybody were reacting to different things and different movie trailers and things.
Right. I remember
getting ready for the movie, so they were already locked in.
Right. I remember one trailer ended and it was quiet for a minute, and I leaned over the room and I said, and then they started cheering. I was like, oh, I thought they weren't gonna clap on this one.
Yeah, our audience was lit. Like they was happy with a lot of stuff. They saw the Running Man. It was,
it was on there.
It was pretty good.
That was a cheer for Running Man.
Good. But you see, it was showing a lot of movies that were doing remakes that they you know, we had a different audience experience, and that was cool. No more good.
I'm good.
No more good.
I
Damn,
I got off my chest.
We got like 40 minutes, 50 minutes of good, but I'm glad we got to thoroughly go through it. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys, you know, are enjoying it, and you know what I mean. Let's talk about the bad.
Okay.
Last video, I had some bad. I know you guys didn't have any bad, but we did watch it for a second time.
Yeah.
So I want to know what did you guys find anything eventually that you didn't like or something like that? But I want to start off with the bad.
Okay. But I did find one, but go ahead.
All right,
go ahead.
I'll start off. Okay.
Yeah. Just remind me. Yeah.
The bad I have, and I'm gonna, you know, open it up a little bit more, was I didn't like the fusion of story meets script. I say that because, just like you said, it had a lot going on. It was a great blend, but at the same time, I felt like it felt incomplete, rushed, or edited bad.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It was like certain stuff, and it's gonna go into more of my bad for what I had, because the story felt like 1 minute we here, 1 minute we there, and I get it. I understand what James Gunn was doing. I think that's what makes my viewing experience, you know, different than most, because I like film, so I understand what someone's trying to do. It's just the execution of it doesn't work for everybody, and I feel like that's bad, because at the end of the day, you can't satisfy everybody, but if this could be prevented, then you kind of got to do it that way. I feel like either it should have been longer, or it just felt incomplete to a certain degree, certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I think when we get into more of the dislikes, I think that's when you're going to see what we're saying. You know what I mean? Because the story felt, it's like, okay, what about this? What about that? But you're missing that. But just this, you know, a lot of inconsistency with the story. The story was solid. Inconsistency with the script. The story makes sense.
Yeah.
But the script execution just doesn't work when it comes to a lot of things, elements of it.
Yeah, I agree there, because the dislikes that I have that I got now through this second viewing,
Well, go ahead and spit 'em.
are line up with that. Like my first one is the setup for the conflict, the discovery of the Fortress of Solitude, right? My first question was like, how did that happen? Because seeing the engineer in the Arctic, I was like, but how? Because Superman wasn't being tracked. So it's now, and her presence in the Arctic.
Damn, you just like the script,
right? Her presence in the Arctic sets up the movie. So my thing is, if she's going to be there, I don't want to have to be playing a guessing game or trying to guess how she was there or how she got there. Like, it's the script job to tell me that, because her presence there sets up the conflict. So so her presence there, I'm like,
so you want to see it?
Yes, I have to see her. I have to see her there. Like, either you track Superman, or I have to see the explanation for this. This isn't something I should be guessing about, because it's so important.
Yeah, it was a big factor. I agree with you on that, because Superman, it begins with Superman getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
Well, the aftermath.
Yeah.
And that's when it should have been. I don't know if, because I know they filmed it. Maybe it's gonna be on a cut version or something.
Probably.
But it's very incomplete, because it's like, okay, we see him get beat, and first thing I thought when he landed, are we gonna get one of those Craig from what is it, Menace to Society? Do I want to live?
Oh, yeah.
The whole montage.
I
don't know. You know what I'm saying? So is his name Craig?
No.
What was his name?
Was it Trey? No, Trey was boys.
Kane.
Kane.
Kane the old dog.
Kane. He's like, do I want to live?
I
don't know. And you know he died, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, he died, man. He died.
He's gone.
But the whole thought was, I'm like, Superman got his ass whooped, and it's like, do I want to live? And I'm thinking that's what we're going to get. He's going to get a montage of, you know, and then he comes Superman at the end and say today, but then end up just moving on with the story. And it felt choppy, man, because it was like, damn, I wanted to see that ass whooping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I know he had to go whistle. He had to whistle while he twerk.
Right.
Oh, man. Ronan?
All right. So here we go. So this I got this start from the first time we had watched it at Cinemark, And I was talking to the guys about this, and they were like, "No, it's a 2-hour movie." And I said I felt like it was kind of short.
Yeah.
And I did want more, like, because it was because the pacing was so fast.
Yeah.
And also, this is my second one from the second viewing, so this is the other part to that. I felt like we should have spent more time at the Daily Planet since they cover stories.
Yeah, that's
and
one of
what's been
mine.
going on in Metropolis. Because also, Perry White and everybody, they're also going to be expanding the DC universe too, because things are happening left and right, like constantly.
And they're reporting it.
Yeah.
There you go. So that was another gripe I had. I'm like, it would have been nice to spend more time with that. And Jimmy was running the show. I feel like he would have been the front and center, that we would have gotten more Jimmy because of that.
Yeah.
You know, the time there. And then Lois actually being interactive, that's a positive. But I felt like they could have utilized her a little bit more, even though I felt like she was involved. Because I felt like, you know, her dad being a general, she would get more in on the action too. Maybe that could be a sequel thing.
Well, I think her being able to fly Mr. Terrific's.
Yeah,
cool.
she was definitely involved, right? Yeah. But like I agree with you.
Because Lois has her moments in the animated series and the comics where she does physically get down.
Yeah, but and this
when necessary, I'm not saying just do the outrageous, but like when necessary, you know, she gonna fight for Clark too.
Yeah,
you know?
But I definitely agree with you on the because I definitely wanted to spend more time with the crew of the Daily Planet.
Yeah,
because
Cat Grant and all them, they were cool.
For Cat and what was the other one? Roger.
Yeah,
it was like we were introduced.
Go home, Roger.
Right?
Lombard.
Yeah, it was like we were introduced to him, but we really don't know nothing about him.
Yeah,
like with Jimmy, Lois, with Jimmy and Perry rather, right? We especially Jimmy, we got more with Jimmy, but with Perry, I give it a pass because, you know, it's Perry White. I know a little bit about Perry White.
He was just there.
Yeah, but it's
great actor. Don't get me wrong.
But when he was there, he did his thing.
He did.
But I feel like we definitely need more time with the crew of the Daily Planet.
Yeah.
Right, because even the brief interaction that we had with them, even when Clark was with them, it was great.
Yeah, it was.
Right, and it was like, you know, when they were talking about when they was talking about Superman's being beat, and Clark leaned back, he was like, I wouldn't say it, and they was like, and Jimmy was like, nah, man, he got his ass whooped. Like, it was like,
I was there, I know.
He was like, nah, Clark, he got his ass whooped, man.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
So those are my two negatives, but that can be fixed.
Yeah, those are things that can be fixed.
Yeah.
What about you?
Next negative I have is power inconsistencies.
Okay.
You know, they for the most part they did well with the depiction of superpowers, but when it came to Superman, I feel like some of his powers were underutilized, or they didn't happen because of the power of the plot. Once again, in the scene in the Arctic, where the engineer's in the Arctic and she's talking to Lex. Superman comes flying out of the fortress. He flies around the area. She's talking, and she's in his area, a place where no other breathing person should be. And he doesn't hear it. He doesn't pick up on her heartbeat. He doesn't hear her voice. Right? It doesn't register. But Superman can hear a heartbeat from half a world away. Yeah. Right? And once again, that's why I say I feel like it's power of plot. Because if Superman hears her, he's scooping her up, right? So
hell, even the robot should have been able to detect something in the facility
right?
that shouldn't be there. Because Lex Luthor knew everything. He knew when he was coming.
Yeah.
So if he had everything dialed up, then Superman technology. I mean, he literally had villain thug robots. He had stormtroopers from
right.
Pretty much,
Why was they there, bro? They could get beat up.
That was crazy.
They got their shit, sir. I thought they were gonna be some type of, you know, come like G.I. Robot or something on their ass real quick. They got their asses spanked, bro.
Yeah, they
damn.
did.
Yeah, that could be something.
He might be talking to T.O. Morrow or something, man. Get it.
I mean, I understood why the Superman robots lost, because they're not supposed to be equipped with weaponry like that.
But they're protectors
exactly.
of the
but they were
supposed,
they're
caretakers.
They should have been able to defend that fortress.
You think Alfred was finna let somebody walk up in the Batcave like that? Shit.
Yeah. So
I'll throw some soup at your ass. You better get back.
And you know what?
It's cold.
Damn.
It's pea soup.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
It's supposed to be cold.
And once again, that's why I have to say once again, it feels like that boiled down to power of plot. This happens because we needed it to happen. But if you think about it, it don't really make no sense.
And it didn't make sense when you say that too, because Superdog would have made a howling noise. He would have did something that Superman would have triggered. And even when they said, "What are you doing in here? You're in the wrong spot."
This is
that robot should have. set a detonation off.
Right, you ain't got
like yo,
you ain't got no
infiltrated
alarm. Like what's
you know what I'm saying? Like I can get the idea because I know somebody gonna say, but Lex Luthor infiltrated it. Yes, that's true. But those robots, Super Dog, should have had some type of mechanism of warning.
There should have been a way to alert Superman that there is an issue.
Yeah, even Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific said Mr. Terrific even know where Superman at if he wanted to because he can track. He put the nanites in his blood. So I don't know that is a dislike. I agree. They need inconsistency with the abilities, and it goes also simultaneously. What I'm about to say, Hawkgirl, they underutilized her.
Yeah,
I feel like either they did use her and they just cut her scenes because she had so much to give, but they didn't give us enough. You know what I mean? Like Hawkgirl got powers, bro. She's not chopped liver. Yeah. And like she wasn't throwing that strength around, that speed, that cunning. Like she's heavy duty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they kind of like toned her down or they just edited it out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the fact she killed old boy. She took him. Drop that. I ain't gotta say your ass, bro.
Right?
I'm not Superman.
I'm not Superman, bro. Wow. And I like that. They kept it original, but I felt like that the actress and the character didn't get the shine they deserved. I think they focused too much on Guy and Mr. Terrific where they took so much from her.
I agree with you because that was also in one of mine. That it felt like she had no purpose in the movie other than that one thing where she drops the president.
It was literally like we got to fill a quota with her.
Yeah,
we got to throw in a female superhero alongside with the rest of them, and she's more than that. You know what I mean? So, but I think they cut her scenes, bro, because a lot of her scenes felt incomplete.
Yeah,
like the movie feel like it was shortened, bro. It was shortened for I think the movie studio probably involved themselves in the time. Because James Gunn, he really likes to cut he doesn't have loose ends like that. You don't really question a lot of his work. Right. So, but I didn't like that.
Because there's some things about Hawkgirl that I want to know. I know you need to know. You want to know too. What's up with her wings?
Like was her wings? Did she put them on? Right. Was they part of her? I know she's not Shayera, but it's like I think she does put them on, but I would have liked to see the wings in the corner or something. Show and tell, like, time to suit up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe she has some Thor powers where she can just let them out on me, and they come back and they fly down on her or something. It's been kind of cool.
It was a bit confusing though. I kind of roll with it because I don't really know the character like that. But that's another thing. Like she did some cool stuff. I did feel like she was underutilized. I'm not mad that Guy Gardner and Terrific got more screen time, but it would have been nice to get some exposition on Hawkgirl
because she was a very beautiful actress. I like Isabel Mercer. I like what she was bringing. It wasn't what the Rock was cooking,
right? Like I would not have.
Shout out to her being in Peacemaker season 2. I think we're gonna
get more on that one. Now if James Gunn does that, then it's because
that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Right, like that movie. Like I would not have been mad if that movie was 10-20 minutes longer.
Yeah.
You fill out these missing pieces.
Yeah. Any more dislikes?
That's all mine. I only had 2.
Nah, I ain't got no more.
All right.
Because
time to go to the list. Time to get silly. All right. So I spoke on the last video. I was talking about I didn't like the video game-ish idea of the people in the city. And a lot of you guys wrote in the comments. I was going to read some of your comments out, but I want to get y'all permission before I do that moving forward. I'm going to have a poll on that later on. Like, when we do our spoiler, I want to read people comments out. And it's not as a attack or anything. It's more of just to answer your question live or, in the segment and then clarifying up with everybody. Because it's family. You know what I mean? We're going to disagree. We're going to agree, Yeah. But let me clear it up. So I understood the idea. People write stuff, they say like, they've been here for 300 years, so they're used to this and all that stuff. I get all that. That's cool. I understand what James Gunn was doing. But I understood plot and money shots. He needed money shots. Literally, there was a kaiju in the city, and the little girl was playing ball.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, it's time to get moving.
Like, where was her mom at? He picked her up. Where'd he drop her off at?
Yeah.
She's just in the street. There's some video game shit. And I didn't like that because I understood the money shot. I got it. But make it more realistic. Like, it would have worked. I swear to you, it would have worked if, let's say, another part of the city and the kaiju socked Superman like, bow! He went through a building, boom, boom, boom. And he knocked his ass down a block or something, right? And some rocks come and at the time of like when he's how Madara did, right? Remember, he was like, and he threw that shit, and he came with another one.
Yeah.
Like, yo, okay, bet. What if he threw? What if the kaiju threw some shit and down the block, Superman do down Metropolis, and the little girl's outside playing, and Superman hits, boom, and then in the midst of her getting it, a fireball coming, Superman come like. Then it makes more sense because she's unaware.
Yeah, and she's further away because in this instance, she was right next to the fight.
She's right next to it, and you saw a kaiju that had nothing to do with, oh, they're just going to save me. A lot of people went out that day.
Yeah.
Like, they would have ran. I understand why people pull their phones out because we do it now. Somebody can be getting robbed, beat up, killed, shot. It don't matter. Oh, shoot. They ain't going to believe this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality we live in. Yeah. So I get that. It's just the money shots I didn't understand. Like, even when the building was falling. Yeah. Right? When the building was falling, her car just stopped.
Yeah.
Her car was rolling.
Her car just died. But
and then money shot. So I understood the money shot.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the way it was executed. Like, it would have been better for me if the car stopped, Superman got the building, and she took off running. Or we can get even better than that. Let's get silly. The car stopped. She panics. Green Lantern grabs the car, moves it out the way.
Okay.
Or she gets out the car, and Hawkgirl comes, whoo, while Superman holding it up.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gives it more theatrical theme of being a hero instead of the car starting back up. The only person I've ever saw in cinema for a car to run out of gas and just don't work, and they said one word and it started moving, was Malcolm in the Middle when Lois was like, the car stopped and she had to get to France and she was like, move, and the car just started back up. And I ain't never seen that shit before. So this ain't Malcolm in the Middle.
All right. Real quick in regards to that one, I'm pretty sure that car was part of the pileup.
No, with no cars in front of it.
No, remember there was an accident on the freeway, and that,
you talking about the bridge thing?
Yeah, all the other cars were able to pull off on the bridge, and that was the car at the end.
So if you bump a car, it just stop?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure that was one of the cars in the pileup.
No, I know the scene.
Right. About, so I don't know how the operation of the car, but I'm just saying.
Regardless of it,
because somebody gonna say
regardless, if the building is falling,
she was the last on that bridge.
Yeah,
and wasn't nobody in front of her.
All the other cars pulled off.
That's fine, but wasn't nobody there, bro. Wasn't nobody there. Superman stopped it. I thought more theatrical. Well, hold on. Let me think. Stop. Rewind. Hawkgirl and Green Lantern couldn't be in there because it was a metamorpho. They was over there in other
and Gen Report.
All right.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, that makes sense. So then that's when it needed to be rewritten in a different manner. Should have been a different way of handling it.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It could have been something else. You know what I mean? Maybe Mr. Terrific could have stopped it, or he could have sent one of his T-Spears or something.
Could have been more extravagant.
I think I wouldn't have wrote that scene.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have wrote that scene. If it was me, I wouldn't have wrote that one. And if I did write it, that would have been a perfect opportunity for someone like Senior. What's his name? From Creature Commando.
Rick Flag?
Rick Flag Senior.
Yeah.
Rick Flag Senior could have got a little shine because they didn't really utilize him neither.
Nah, he was just
you know what I'm saying.
Peacemaker.
He was there. He was there with the suits.
Argus.
That would have been something that could have happened there. You know what I mean? Peacemaker could have showed up on a motorcycle or something. That would have been crazy. Peacemaker ego come, or you know what I'm saying? And then Superman comes out and does this thing, and then Peacemaker like,
hey.
asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I just feel like I wouldn't personally. I didn't like that. I like the scene because I love the money shot. I just felt like, oh, okay, you're making up scenarios for this to make that money shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't like that.
I do have one more dislike because I thought I said it, but I didn't.
Okay.
It's another story inconsistency. Yeah, I told y'all beforehand. How did Lex Luthor know where the fortress was? Because from our standpoint as viewers, from the beginning point, the engineer was just there, right? The engineer it doesn't say that she followed Superman's trailer from him.
Well, remember, he didn't know. Yeah. She knew.
Yeah.
And she told him.
No, but but he had to know the general area that it was the Arctic because to send her there.
Gotcha.
Right? So and that's my thing. How did he know it was there? Because it just feels like another. It just feels like another power of plot. He knows because he's Lex Luthor, but
research maybe.
No. It's just like I'm not gonna bring up another movie, but it's because we'll go on forever. But it's another one of those things where it doesn't feel earned.
Okay.
Right. It just feels like he knew it was there because he's Lex Luthor. But unlike Mr. Terrific, it never said that, oh, he implanted nanites in Superman's body. Well, he obviously didn't. But it never said, oh, I tracked him so I know where. But if you tracked him, then you don't need none of these other questions asked.
So
you don't need the engineer to show you to tell you where the place is.
Yeah. So
how does he know the general area of the Fortress of Solitude? It makes no sense.
Gotcha. All right. This is my last dislike. So this one's a little bit personal. So the dislike is this. Let me see. I wrote it out. So I have mixed feelings on how James Gunn portrayed Superman's flying. I understood what he was doing. Mm-hmm. I got it, but none of his flight was memorable. There's a thing about Superman that we all can relate to. Look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman. And Superman flies a particular type of way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I feel like James Gunn should have brought back the Christopher Reeve's flight. I felt like at the end of this movie, he should have been up. And you know when he does the little and he goes around. I feel like that would have made us feel like we safe, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
Even when Bryan Singer did when he brought Brandon Routh to the center and because this goes to your other ability, he uses hearing. Yeah. Remember, he went on top of the city. He was like
listening to all the problems.
Listening. Yeah. There was things that I think Superman really could have did. Even though I like what we got, and maybe this is going to be the growth. He's only 3 years in.
Yeah.
And remember, Brandon Routh Superman was
Christopher Reeve.
That was Christopher Reeve. That was
it was a continuation.
Donner cut. Yeah.
But nothing beats that. Superman had no cool swag flying. He was always flying fast to get there. Got to go fast. And then the close up with the GoPro and all that.
Yeah.
I saw the panic in it, but I didn't want it. Superman personally should never panic. He's Superman.
Yeah, like I can just dial it up.
Yeah, so I feel like they gotta, now that he has understood the assignment and overcome the obstacle, I hope he grows with this, and he needs to have iconic flight. Mm-hmm. I saw the money shots; they were there.
Yeah,
but bro, ain't nothing like at the end, bro, when he's like, and he goes around, and he does with the back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm Superman, bro. Like, I feel, and I understand a lot of people that didn't like certain aspect, but I think if you had gave them that, I think people being like, oh,
you won them over. Yeah,
I see Superman.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
I think it's hard to transition somebody from an actor to another actor, especially when they're a big fan of someone else, right? But I do like what I got. I just want them to improve that. The flight needs to be on point. When Zack Snyder showed Superman going Mach, mother effing 3. God damn.
Yeah.
Only in America.
Boo, boo, boo. Bow. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I hate to be a bird.
Yeah. James Gunn need to incorporate some of that.
Everywhere. Shit. He gonna have to. Zack Snyder and Richard Donner elevated Superman flight to a level where you have to mimic it.
Yeah.
And just add to it. It's literally, you have to mimic it, add to it. You can't do your own thing with flight.
No.
Because if you don't, it's going to be looked at. He ain't fast enough. It's like the Flash. He ain't fast enough, bro. What we doing? Superman gonna have to go Mach 3 now. Yeah. Like when Superman socked Ultraman, bro, he should have socked his ass to Mach 3. Bow! Do. You gotta
another Man of Steel.
And you have to
fight.
That would have been a depiction of him dialing up his strength.
You got it, and I hope he evolves moving forward, because even though Ultraman could have matched him with strength back and forth, and we understood he was telling them, he was tricking them. He's like Z1, bingo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why.
Because it's
A B C D Dunkin' Donuts C. Whom he clotheslining and shit. I'm like, all right,
R2 R1 X square
1 2 3 R2D2 3CPO. Bam! He's beating the shit out of him, bro. Just giving him, you sunk my battleship. I didn't know.
He was going in.
I'm like, all right, man, get all these damn codes, whatever. But I feel like maybe in part 2 he might do that once Papa Kent ain't here no more.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's gonna unlock something.
because he gotta get, bro. I'm telling you, Zack Snyder, that's a dislike, bro. Because the flight, it wasn't there. I know what he was doing. I understand the assignment, but visually, I want it. It felt like I was reading a comic book. I gotta use my imagination on how I think how fast he is.
Gotcha.
I don't want that no more. I need that. I need that Richard Donner, Zack Snyder, Dragon Ball Z shit at least once.
Show and tell.
You gotta show me like Superman, bro, cause if him and Krypto had went through like Mach 2, bro.
Yeah. That would have been wild.
Ooh.
Like damn. And then Mr. Tree be like, damn, slow down, I can't keep up with you. Like what?
There you go.
And you saw and when he's tracking him, gone, bro. Superman's there, like you better keep up.
That's
like
next level.
that. I'm gonna need that because this Superman, I don't think could hang with the Flash in no forms.
No.
Maybe Jay Garrick,
The
but I don't think
yeah.
I don't think.
It gives him
So,
a chance.
so you're gonna have, but he's 3 years in.
Yeah.
He knew, it's new to him. So maybe he don't know he can go that fast.
That's possible.
if he hasn't been pushing his powers, then I can see that but I will say, because I agree with you with the Mach speed, and the perfect time to do that was when his face was covered with the nanite mask.
Yeah.
When he
shit
flew
should've
up,
fell off.
that was the perfect time to do that. Boom, boom, get him. We trying.
Then they would have just falling off, bro. Because
Right.
you've been going too fast for it.
Because all it is a slight bit of editing and add an extra line. Because Lex says, get him. We're trying. We're trying. He's going Mach speed.
I don't know why he just didn't spin around and get it out.
Right.
Yeah.
The 360,
Right.
yeah.
Because that scene was the perfect time to utilize that Mach speed. Right.
Yeah, especially him punching him in the stomach. That shit blew
Yeah.
popped it up. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But for the most part, those are my dislikes. I think those are fair dislikes. You know what I mean? No movie's perfect, but I do want improvements. All right, before we get out of here in the grade, we're just gonna give a little snippet of things that we want to see next in the movie. We kind of incorporate a lot of it in our review discussion because this is what we do.
Yes.
So I appreciate you guys. You guys still here with us. You know what I mean? You could be anywhere in the world, but instead you're here with us. But first thing I need in the next movie, I need them to explore the Fortress of Solitude. Superman, when he fought against the kaiju, he explored like, yo, we can take him, not kill him, but send him somewhere and put him and understand the creature. So this lets me know Superman knows of off worlds and other elements where they have other creatures. Yeah. And I believe the Fortress of Solitude also has a lot of off-world creatures. And I didn't like what they did with the Fortress because the Fortress felt like a stage sitcom, just one room. Yeah. Because Supergirl showed up and she went to the back with Krypto. It was like, what the is that? That's not Judy from Family Matters. Where did you go? I want to see your room. I need it right now.
Right.
Like this is a fortress. It's a fortress, but we only had one room.
Yeah, she went right back out the hole she fell in from.
Like what was the number? It was it was 4, and what was the other girl? She was like 14, 12. Okay. Where's this spawning? Why more of these robots didn't come out?
Yeah, because we saw
could have been a budget, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I need more exploring the Fortress of Solitude. Where does Superman lay his head? You know what I mean? Because I think it was in Superman 2. Superman had a bed.
Yeah.
Like he rests there. So I needed more of that.
Yeah, and we know the Fortress of Solitude has a whole bunch of different rooms.
Yeah, this felt like Batman Begins when he just had a little room and Alfred just come downstairs. But I need Batman, Michael Keaton Batman. A whole you could go air or sea.
Yeah,
holy metal, Batman. What?
Why not both?
Go. No, damn way he didn't see that shit. It was dark too and everything, bro.
Good stuff.
Holy metal, Batman. What?
All right.
So holy,
holy. Anything you want?
Yeah. What I want to see is, and we're getting Supergirl, so I really want to see this in that movie, preferably. I want to see the Jor-El and Laura recording that message to Clark, the one that he was listening to, because we know the second half was destable. It didn't come through.
Yeah.
And I think that the one that we saw was edited by Lex Luthor. Okay. Right. A lot of people are taking it at face value, but me knowing these guys and knowing the character of Jor-El and Laura, I don't buy that message for an instant. I think it was tampered too. I think Lex had the engineer tamper with that message, and when she was fixing it, she edited it, and put what Lex told her to say.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if that wasn't the case, it would have played the message right there, and they could have just shown it, and Lex would have been like, "I was right the whole time. I was right."
Yeah, I feel like that was trickery of the camera where she's like, "There's a second message," and it skipped and it went somewhere else. So that's just letting you alluding the idea like, "Yo, there's gonna be some trickery in the middle," and I think I agree with you because there's only one person. Well, Superman. The thing is, Superman understood it.
Yeah,
but I feel like it was trickery because one of the things is it's all about facial expression and emotion, and when you talk. For you to have said all that mean stuff, you had the same demeanor when you were saying all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So something feels
tone
off.
changes.
Tone, because if you tell my son, I'm sending you to this planet to rule over those that are small and primitive, they can't do anything. They're not that smart. You, my son, will be king. You know what I mean? How Zod was.
Yeah.
Zod was like very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Get him, find him. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, all right, you know what I mean?
You're putting some extra emphasis on that.
I will do what I have to. And if I was telling my son, look, I'm going to need you to reproduce and make it happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, son, it's best for you to reproduce, make it happen. Make us proud. No, anybody talk like that.
Right.
Ain't no alien talking like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was
also
mimicked.
Also,
or
we
tempered.
we have to remember that they said that the translation was verified. Only person on Earth who speaks Kryptonian is Superman, to my knowledge. Supergirl wasn't on Earth at the time that this recording was released, and she hasn't seen the recording, so she can't verify it. Mr. Terrific never looked into the recording and verified it. He just said, I know the guys who would have transcribed it, and I trust them. But he never looked into it, because if he looked into it, I can guarantee he was like, oh no, this is fake.
I think they're going to really clear it up because when Supergirl comes out, we're going to get more of an origin story with it. Because in that case, Supergirl would have been telling Clark from the get-go, we here to conquer.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So why she ain't conquering?
Why she out on other planets partying and getting drunk?
Yeah, so either it's bad in the script and it's a Friday script where it don't make sense. Why you got fired on your day off, but you went to go pick your last checkup, but you ain't got $200 to pay. Either it's bad writing, or it's set up for a reason. Yeah. So I think it's a setup for a reason. Yeah, I don't think Jor-El said it because it would really make sense that number one, Krypto would have been trained to really conquer, and because it's Supergirl's dog, so she would probably been there to conquer too. Now I do know she's a teenager, and I can imagine right now why she's partying. And I remember hearing someone talking about it, I think on Wednesday or something. Like they were like, "Yo, why is she acting like that? And she shouldn't be like that." But I'm like, you gotta modernize her first off. Yeah. But think about it. Your whole world is gone. Yeah. Clark never really explored that world. He was a baby. She's a teenager. Her mom's gone. Her friends, lived there. Her home, her family. She trying to just escape reality right now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
plus, we have no idea how long she's been there. She ain't been on Earth as long as Clark.
She ain't been there as long as Clark.
Right. Yeah. We have no idea when she showed up.
So I can imagine, and she was sent here by her father and mother to protect her over Clark, because we don't know yet. But if that's the case, then I doubt they sent her here to conquer. Now, if she confirms that in the next movie, then Jor-El's a piece of shit. Right? Like, damn, that's a change.
I will say that I'm glad that wasn't resolved. I think that was just maybe for mystery purposes for them to solve and go into the next movie. I think that's a good thing. That could be a overarching story in the next film. Yeah. Was this true?
And that's why I brought it up,
and if so, that's going to question and challenge his morality.
And that's why I brought it up, because I have a feeling that it's going to be that the message is going to be brought up in Supergirl. And my thing is, if it is, I want to be on record saying it, because a lot of these people on there, a lot of these people in the internet, they're going to say, oh, no, this is a retcon because people didn't like what. No. I'm saying it was part of the plan from jump.
Yeah. Just like it was with Martian Manhunter that, to be in the Justice League, but I was told I was a fool. Yeah. Okay, I believe that. Yeah, word. That's great. What you want, bro?
I definitely want to see Mr. Terrific form the Terrifics. I definitely want to see that. Also, Lex's connection to members of the Authority. Other members. Okay. Yeah. And then more time with the Daily Planet crew. And then this is a big one right here. Explore Metamorpho being a father turned hero redemption arc.
Yeah, that's
because he's also part of the Terrifics too.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tag in there because I want to tag him in. I want to see more of the integration. I don't want them backing away from the full integration that we have now. I want characters to be able to pop up or whatnot, because I feel like in this movie, James Gunn he's already established a thing where we don't have to question things. Like we watch an MCU movie and we're like, well, how come this person didn't show up?
Yeah.
But he's already established. Like with Superman, he was when they was fighting in the background and she was like, "You're not gonna help?" She was like, "Man, that's an imp. He got that. They got that."
Yeah.
Right. So I like that. So I want to see more.
Yeah.
I'll wait. JL Unlimited. I want everybody. That's it.
For me, some more. I want Lex Luthor. He has the potential to bring Metallo to the screen.
Yeah.
He cloned Clark, so now he understands what kryptonite does.
Got the DNA.
So I can see Metallo showing up now, giving Superman a real run, because Superman's gonna have to go against threats that can stop him, and kryptonite I feel like is gonna be a very, very interesting thing, because if he can clone Clark, he can clone Metamorpho.
Yeah.
He already knows how to do things, so I can see Bizarro showing back up. I can see Metallo showing up, and I think that'd be really cool, because we'll this be the first time we get a T-800 in a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm waiting for Metallo to show up.
That's definitely got to be Superman too.
Another one is the Hall of Justice. So Stag Enterprises is owning the Hall of Justice.
Yeah.
But I think Stag Enterprises is going to end up it's going to end up getting arrested, or something's going to happen. He's going to lose, and Bruce Wayne's going to buy that Hall of Justice, bro.
Yep.
I love it.
I think Bruce Wayne's going to buy the Hall of Justice, and the Batman's going to show up in the Hall of Justice. I think I would love, bro. You don't know how much I would freaking I'll cry at the end of, like, let's say Superman 2 or something, and then Bruce Wayne walks in and says, "So you guys are the Justice guys." That name's not gonna fly anymore. "Who the hell are you?" Guy says it. "I'm your new boss. Hi, I'm Bruce Wayne." God damn.
A1. That shit never gave y'all creative control.
Damn. Woo.
Oh man.
That'd be cool. And then the last thing I think they need to add on, because I think Zod and them are showing up. And the reason why I say that is because when Ultraman got knocked into the
black hole,
he remember saying pocket universes, so they can send you anywhere.
Yes.
I think it's going to send him to the Phantom Zone. And if Zod has the technology like they had in what's the
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel,
Kodak.
he had a whole ship.
Yeah.
And he tracked the ship.
Yeah.
The ship tracked Clark's transport, and that's how he found Earth.
So now it's trapped.
So
tracking-
if he
When they
has
were
the
trying to
technology,
rebuild the planet,
can he possibly track the Phantom Zone, crack the Phantom Zone open, and track his way in?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. But I think that pocket dimension stuff is going to open
that
the
opens
Phantom
some
Zone.
doors.
And I think that's how we're going to get the Phantom Zone, and that's how Zod and them going to show up.
All right, so here I'll piggyback on that, because you said a lot I agree with. Metallo is definitely the villain for Superman 2. For me,
I don't know.
and
Lex in jail.
No, but Lex got them government contacts, and you saw at the end that government guy didn't like how things went down.
True. That's
Right.
true.
So I can see them working with Lex on the down low and create a Metallo that way. Hell, that's probably how we get Cyborg too. I don't know, but for part 3, I think part 3 would be Zod, Bizarro, and Lex in the power suit. Like I think by that point, Lex would be like, you know what? Fine, I'll do it myself. And now he has the power suit. Because
I think the power suit's doing too much, because I think the kryptonite he has to gain that, so he has to combine it. He can't have two sources of kryptonite going against Superman. He's gonna die, bro.
Well, that's why I said Metallo in part 2 and not in part 3.
Oh, you say part 3?
Yeah, I said Lex with the power suit in part 3.
I don't think Zod's gonna team up with Lex.
No, but it
to
would be
kill
like
Lex.
He's
gonna try to kill Lex, bro. I don't think so, and he's gonna definitely kill Bizarro, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't even think that 3 is gonna meet up, bro. Because Zod's gonna be like, who is this?
Well, I don't necessarily
this fake Kryptonian, and he's gonna kill him, bro.
I don't necessarily see them working together, because they don't have to work together to threats that he has to deal with through this movie.
That's true. That's true. But team up? No.
Not a team up. But if it's like, okay, Lex has had enough. So we start off the movie with Lex in the power suit and Superman stops Lex, and then the whole breaks through, and Bizarro makes his way through, followed by Zod and them. Then that's different. It's not them working together. It's just singular aims, and Superman stopping Zod because he knows what the threat that Zod is.
And Superboy might be floating around too, just as a heads
Yeah,
up.
because he already cloned him once, and he already said Ultraman was a failure.
Yeah. All right, so before we get out of here, we gotta give this a grade. All right, so we had our grades on the spoiler review. Now we're gonna have our grades after watching it for the second time. Let's see if everything holds up. See, what do you give Superman 2025?
4.5.
All right, Ronan, what do you
5
give?
out of 5, man.
All right.
Yep.
I'm about to keep mine too. 4 stars out of 5. But some part of me just wants to go ahead and say this because we are rating it on our experience and how much fun we had and did we like the movie or not. That's where that grade is coming from. But apparently we have modern day critics out there. So I'm always give the people what they want. So as a critic, a modern day critic, not a Cisco and Ebert. No. None of that. Because we ain't at that level. Modern day critic. You know, everybody a critic now. Right? Everybody a critic, bro.
Yeah,
God damn.
that way. Yeah.
You can't eat peanut butter Jiffy. Nah, ain't Jiffy. Skippy. Skippy, no Jiffy.
Right.
We're crunchy. Super crunchy. All right. C, as a critic, what do you give Superman? That means you critiqued it. The movie.
All right. Critic grade. Well, what we got on the screen, the depiction that we got, and the fact that they clearly understand what Superman is meant to be, I'm giving this one a 4. Straight 4.
Okay. Ronan, what do you give Superman as a critic?
There's some hiccups within the editing and the story narrative, so I'll give this 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
As a critic, yeah.
Okay.
4 out of 5 stars.
Damn, I'm a bad guy always. All right. I'm a little bit harsher on movies. I guess that's just because I can really tear a movie apart and go in. But besides me liking the movie. So let's take out the idea that I like what I saw. And I'm just critiquing the movie. From script, story, dialogue, breakdown, graphics, moments, action, spots, all that. I'm going to give this movie. Was it bad? Was it good? Would I watch it again? Would I do? Okay. I'm going to give this movie 3 stars out of 5 as a critic.
Okay.
Me, it's a 4-star out of 5. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the spoiler-free review discussion. This was fun. It was an hour and 30 minutes. We damn near went through the whole movie. Damn.
History's been made.
But it was fun. I'm glad you guys are here because you could be anywhere in the world, but instead you're here with us. And truly appreciate you guys. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video. Don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon where you can get uncut and exclusive content only.
You know what to do.
Press the button.
Also, if you want to show this channel some love and you want to get early access to reaction videos and live streams and etc., go ahead and join the YouTube membership in the section down below.
What are you waiting for?
It's only $5.
Also, I want to know what you guys thought about the review and what you thought about the movie in the section down below. Feel free, go crazy. Just be respectful because this is a spoiler review. So please, if you ain't watched the movie, oh, too bad. You already got spoiled anyway. That's on you, y'all. I'm J3.
Want to show in just a sec.
It's your boy C.
Road to 100,000 subscribers.